The transformation started happening, I would say, just because of the women around me. New York is very strange, like the way that you can just get knocked down and then all of a sudden the universe sweeps in and somebody incredible puts you in a place or picks you up off your feet. And for me, it's always been women.
You are literally in the hands of an amazing advocate, not only for women, for creatives, and I cannot thank her enough for trusting us to bring Spirit Sister Stories to the house. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Toni Short.
We are going to move through a really fun evening of stories and learning and listening and sharing and creating, and let's get started.
This is how Spirit Sister Stories began. There are so many women that have fought their way out of the darkness by finding some small light that was shining and then following it with a vengeance.
Can I ask you all to close your eyes? Let's tune in to our hearts, to that little space at the back of your heart that you don't often show to anyone. And let's find a space, a container to open these conversations, to think about life differently, to hold all that we learn, and then to keep moving forward. What is your vision for the future?
Instead of getting older, I want women to get bolder. So I want to start a bolder woman movement, okay? You're all in.
There is a need for women to learn to trust themselves again.
Sometimes I never know where to start because you're such a force and you have a huge heart and you are very powerful and you are very honest.
When I started to live this, I call it sparkly life, whilst it was incredible and I had so much fun, I think there was always just something calling me and something missing.
Nina, myself, and Liuba, hand up over in the corner, Liuba. We are the
DJ.
3 women that were in a narcissistic romance scam with the same man at the same time, but we did not know. And now we are literally exquisite human sister friends.
Life has to be lived going forward, but it can only be understood looking backwards. And when you're in the middle of something, it's like, why is this going on? Why is this happening to me? I'm supposed to be this person who is strong and helping other women get strong and, telling everybody how to be healthy. And then I was entangled in a relationship with this man who, completely lied to me from the beginning. And my intuition had always kind of told me something was going on. The relationship turned abusive after I uncovered a few things. He became very angry and then became violent. It was really hard for me to admit that.
I think we all know when something's up. So part of it is like listening and tuning into that.
One of the most healing things we can do is just moving. Sometimes your brain can't process everything, but your body is able to work its way through it.
I have been on a health journey. So when I was 30, I was a patent attorney. I was 30 pounds overweight. I started to get high blood pressure, and so I started to transform my health. When my daughter was 3 years old, I was again 30 pounds overweight. I was on more blood pressure medication because of the pregnancy, and I was tired. I combined my passion for cooking and vegan food and started to teach plant-based, eating. My weight dropped off, my energy went up, and I was like, this is it. Plant-based eating is a longevity secret.
My story really started with epilepsy. I grew up as the cognitively healthy sibling, and when I was about 13, I started having symptoms of epilepsy, but nothing like my sister. My sister has very severe epilepsy. She lives in full-time care in the UK. We've tried every medicine under the sun, and we are still fighting for access to medical cannabis, which is a medicine that I was introduced to about 8 years ago and completely changed my life. I'm still seizure-free, which is pretty amazing. The journey that I'm on has very much been about sort of taking what feels like darkness in my life and turning it around, and sort of sounds a little bit cheesy and cliche, but making something light out of it, and taking, I guess the hardest parts of my life and the most challenging parts and trying to make something beautiful out of it, which is very much your theme and what you've done and what you're continuing to do.
Gentlemen, Inside Out by Majori.
I've been trying to make this clear to you, but it looks like you're asleep. Gotta connect with the spiritual. Here we go. Remember, you are a queen. My name is Majori, the only one I know. Like fire and earth under the sun.
I'm named after my Spanish grandma. Carmen means song.